you so much for biting. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, that's a Zimbass. That's a proper Zimbass.
The Youth Bass Fishing Tri-Nations Cup is brought to you by Yamaha Marine Center, your authorized Yamaha dealership. Yamaha, quality, style, reliability. Folks, this week on the Bass Tri-Nations Cup, we have an hour-long special especially for you. We're going to catch up with the anglers on the second half of day one of the 3 days of bass fishing that is to come. Folks, sit back, sit tight and relax because we've got a lot of tactics and a lot of fishing coming up right now.
Morning was a bit slow. We struggled to get some bites and actually get keepers. We were getting very small fish this morning, and then around about, let's say 10 o'clock, we made a move here, and then we got a 2 kilo and then a couple nicer fish.
That's a relief, eh?
And then we went back. We had to change boats because the trolling motor unfortunately failed us. But then new boats, we filled up our bag, so we've got our 10 fish that we need. And then, yeah, fishing has definitely picked up from this morning. Found the pattern that we're happy with and really comfortable fishing. And so we've just been grinding from this afternoon, eh? So yeah, hopefully it carries on and getting better in the whole time. Come on. I think that's a good fish. I think he's still on.
Just stick your hand, touch the line and stick your hand into the grass.
I think he's gone.
I literally just saw him flat, bro.
Yeah.
Oh. I literally just saw his tail flat.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I don't know how big, but I could check his tail. I just saw his tail.
Yeah, then there was a proper fish there.
America's Adrius Stanctus had unfortunately spent the majority of the morning playing netboy to Zimbabwe's Kian Oldno. But suddenly, the roles were reversed.
Bring that, bring that. Oh, there we go. And that by the skin there. Ah, buddies. Already done there. That's a very nice fish. Just hold it tight, eh? Ah, okay. Very nice fish. Well done. Boom, baby. Good mouth. Here we go. Zeroed. What is it? 3.45. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, just flipped 1 ounce weight pegged with black and blue strike king craw, and right as it landed on the bottom, I jigged it once and just straight weight and set the hook. I thought it was snagged on like a root or something. Started swimming out. Craziest fight of my life for sure. Yeah, 2, caught almost an 8 yesterday, and then another nice high 7 today. So it's going good. It feels so much different in a mat than it does like reeling it like open water. When you set the hook, it feels like you're snagged on.
You feel like it's just dead, like it's just dong.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge. Huge fish.
Now my 3 whatever I caught when I was pitching, broke my rod.
No way.
Right by the boat, I high sticked it and I broke it in 2 places, like one there and one there.
Dude, my drag, it feels locked.
And it was
so drag.
peeling. Yeah.
Black and blue. Almost 2 personal bests in the morning, eh? Come on, guys.
Almost, eh?
Almost. I'm so glad that it was like on the edge right here, because if it was in the middle, it would have been way worse.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully it was on the edge.
Yeah.
My boat and my trolling motor collided with a stump that I didn't see. The trolling motor bracket all smashed up. I came back to Harare, and after a very short and quick conversation with Vitacap, we managed to get all necessary arrangements to get the trolling motor totally replaced in a matter of 10 days, where the new unit arrived, got that whipped on, and boat was back to brand new, back fishing again. So yeah, big thanks to Vitacap for helping with that. I think it's very important to have all your special belongings insured, and so yeah, I can't thank them enough for all their help there.
That black thing, that's from a yabby, a crayfish.
0.48 kgs, releasing fish. Oh, sorry. Hold on, Fauna.
Big hook. Bigger fish. There's no action, it doesn't kick it. When it sinks, it like twirls on the way down.
How big do you reckon, Bud?
Just over a kilo. Not more than 1.3.
Scale 0, Zim fish. Free hanging. 1.11 kgs, releasing fish.
Vana, can you stop that?
They like your camera.
39 degrees on the scale. 39 degrees Celsius.
That's 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's a good one.
Other side.
Don't give me the back way.
How big, Bud?
1.3.
Scale 0, Zim's fish. 1.37 kgs, releasing fish.
Much better.
Instead of weight.
That was 3 pounds exactly. So that's 450 grams per pound. Oh, a nice 3 pounder.
That's a cow? 0.71.
Hey there, mom and dad. Do we make you sad?
It's a pretty fish.
How big?
Close on to 2, 1.6.
Scale 0, Zim fish.
In Illinois,
1.62 kgs, releasing fish.
Did you check my line jump?
Ik nog lekker. Met een lekker 1 kilo.
Ja.
Dat is ook
This is outcharged, hè?
Ay, monster.
Oh, that was, .74 kgs, releasing. It's about a 1.5 pounder.
Oh, another cow.
Yep.
Gonna weigh that quick.
Yep.
Well, actually,
Cool, here we go.
Get you in there.
Once again, that flipping same patch, eh?
Mr. Mike Searing.
Okay. So I don't need to like keep it down there.
So it will go down.
Oh my gosh. Net?
Coming off.
It's a groot.
It's a long guy.
Scale 0, free hanging. .02 kgs. 1 kg straight. Right? Releasing fish.
That's it. I think they like your camera.
I think they do. Or you're doing it on purpose, Barna.
Maybe, but you'll never know, eh?
Folks, this morning we're going to introduce to you one of Zimbabwe's best kept secrets. It is the boat building company Fibrecraft, and this is their new Thunderbird. As the day went on, folks, well, let's just say, so did the fishing.
Bit tired. It's been a draining day. I haven't been taking breaks, but it's been good. No, I think I'm happy with our performance so far, especially after how the morning went. It was extremely tough for us, but we've come back. I think we're sitting on about 9 kilos. We're sitting on about a 9 kilo bag for 10 fish, which isn't bad, but you know, you never know. It takes one other fish to just change it all. So, but other than that, we're happy. So we'll see. That's got about half an hour, 40 minutes left, and then we're done. So hopefully we can get one or two more bites before then.
It's holidays now, so they'll look after the cattle. So they all meet up together, and now they'll play soccer together. It's school holidays for them.
See how these guys live and stuff.
It is very cool. It's very like, it really opens my eyes to see other people and how they live. It really makes me grateful for what I have, and
Go for it. Go for it.
Sorry.
4-1-1, eh?
Bye-bye. Look at them, look at them.
His antenna sticking out his throat. In the neck.
Okay, guys, lights in.
Good job.
Today was alright, managed to get my limits. Didn't manage to get a big fish as expected, but there's always tomorrow to try again.
For me, this morning was a little tough. I was not fishing clean at all, but we pretty much punched the whole day, and I learned a lot from him, so thank you for helping me with everything.
You did well.
Because this was pretty much my first time punching like this, and I learned a lot, and hopefully tomorrow, the next day I can fish more clean and maybe get a big one.
Keepnet is a fishing tournament scoring solution driven by angling conservation. Using the principle of catch, record, and release, this all-in-one app makes creating and running catch and release competitions easy. At the end of the fishing day, anglers come off the water, where they can then sync their catches. All the data is then uploaded to the Keepnet server. With Keepnet, you're not just catching fish, you're preserving the thrill of the sport and safeguarding our waters for future generations. Let's fish for the future, one release at a time. Download the Keepnet app now.
What I am going to do is I'm going to bring up the top 3 anglers for each of the teams, starting with America, given that they were the longest distance traveled. So your top American angler for today on 5 fish was 6.85. So good spread on the weights here. 5.94, 6.3, and 6.85. John Wall, if you could make your way up here, please. John, welcome to Africa. How old are you, John?
I'm 19.
Okay. So not your first time to Africa?
First time out of the country.
Okay, wow. At least you got a passport to get yourself out of there. So John, 5 fish, 6.85. How did you find it out there?
Just had to slow down a lot more than yesterday. Yesterday during practice we were burning our baits across the top of the mats. Today we had to slow down, really slow, pick apart those mats, go under the weeds, find those bigger bites.
Oh, good stuff. So I get it. So your practice day yesterday was completely different to what it is today.
Totally.
Okay, so that has that got down to do with the weather?
Yeah, that sun's shining way more than it was yesterday. It's bluebird skies today. Really getting those fish hunkered down.
Yeah, checking the weather report, I think it's going to be 3 days of bluebird skies out there. So John Wall, your current American individual leader, 5 fish, 6.85. Well done, guys. The SA team with 5 fish. Your actual current individual tournament leader on 9.49 kgs, Slade Harmon. If you could make your way up here, please. Day 1 leader, Slade Harmon from South Africa on 9.49 kgs. Welcome, Slade. First time to Zim?
Yes, I just want to say first, excuse my pants.
No zooming in here, guys. I see there, so Slade's biggest fish for today, 4.730. That's you're over 10 pounds there. Nice, Slade. Your biggest fish so far?
No. I've got a 5 kg, so...
You got a 5 kg back in South Africa. Okay, so not your PB, but Slade, pretty obviously a big kicker fish on your 473 there, but how was your day out there?
No, it was pretty decent. I started out, I think I got back, 10 fish, I think, in the first hour and a half, 2 hours. And I just went for the bigger fish from there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it paid off for you. You've definitely found the bigger fish there. So Team SA, you guys are gelling well together. Got a good plan for day 2 and 3?
Yeah, no, we've got a plan going, so we're just going to stick to it and listen to our coach.
No, fantastic. I guess you guys had your own boats today, so interesting water to fish first time round. How did you find Maz?
No, I love it personally. Back in South Africa, I hate fishing grass, like I really do, but I guess that's going to change now.
But yeah, I can see that changing with a 4.73 at the 10 pound plus. So your current tournament leader on day 1, Slade Harmon, 9.49 kilos. Well done, guys. Angler for Zimbabwe with 5 fish on 8.56 kilos. Keenan Old No. Keenan, make your way up here. Well done, Keenan. That's a good start to your outing here on 8.56 kilos. I don't think you were here when we announced who the tournament leader was, which is Slade Harmon on 9.49. So not too far off, bit of catching to do, but you had a good day out there. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, today was quite slow. Managed to get my big fish in the morning, which really helped me, but yeah, I enjoyed my day out this morning. Yeah.
So Keenan, 5 fish, 8.56, obviously adds to your total Zim score, which we're going to announce now. But a big hand for Keenan on 5 fish, 8.56, 2 days to go. Tight lines. There is a guest account for Keepnet. We'll announce the password for the guest account so that anybody who has who has access to the app will give you the guest password, which will basically allow you to log in to be able to see the team results and the angler results. Obviously, you can't add fish or edit anything, but it gives you a view. And if anybody of the Americans, the Zimbos or the South Africans want to log into that, it'll give you access to that. So what I'm going to do is, if I could call the captains up, and we'll announce the team results. From a Zimbabwe standpoint, we realized a couple of years ago that our hot climates here and fish in live wells and the fish banging around in the live wells, the actual mortality rate was a lot higher than what we initially expected. So hence why we put the Keepnet system together. It's a Zimbabwean developed app used in 22 different countries now. We are hoping to get it over to States. I think I'm chuffed to hear that you guys are enjoying it. But really, from a conservation perspective, getting the fish in the boat, weighed and back where you caught it makes a huge help, Jackson. I think you agree with that.
It's amazing. We don't have anything like that in the United States. I mean, it's hard. We use a couple apps where it does inches and whatnot, but I like being able to weigh the fish and send it in and be able to see it at the very end like this in front of a big stage. And this is amazing. And it's so much better for the environment.
Without further ado, to announce the current team placings after day 1. In third place with 40 fish fishing with the Zimbos today, with 37.97 kilos is Team USA. On 40 fish, 37.97. But 2 days to go, Jackson. A lot can happen in 2 days.
We got plenty of time to catch up.
I heard you on some good fish yesterday. In terms of your practice, you guys were saying that you had a good practice yesterday.
I feel all around we had a pretty good practice. Now it just didn't go our way today, but we got 2 more days to make it up, and hopefully we get some of those big ones to bite.
No, perfect. With 59 fish, catching the most fish out of all the teams today. Second place, SA, with 52.90 kilos today. Ryan, good start for SA. You guys had your own boats, you enjoyed out there.
Yeah, part of the boys, to be honest, I think most of them found it quite difficult, so yeah, I ended it out, got through the day.
You got through the day with 2 days to go. As a team, you guys confident?
We are, to be honest, we are. We're happy with where we are, so we think it goes well.
Over to Zim, your current leaders after day 1 of the Tri-Nations here at Mazika Day, with 56 fish. Just to put into perspective, 52.9 SA, 53.18 Zimbabwe on 53.18 kilos. So that's good, obviously a good start for you guys. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm very happy with that, especially because I really struggled today personally, but yeah, the team really pulled through, and I'll definitely be asking them what they did, and they'll show me the way forward.
Yeah, well, I guess that's, like I said, the ethos of this tournament is this is more of a team event as opposed to an individual event. And so, like I say, that brings the conclusion to the announcement for day 1. Zim, first place with 53.18, SA 59 fish 52.9, USA 40 fish with 37.97. With 2 days to go, guys, a huge hand to all of the anglers that put it up today, and tight lines for you tomorrow. Cheers, guys, enjoy.
Yamaha is a brand synonymous with strength and reliability, giving you top-tier performance and peace of mind. With Marine Center to take care of all your service needs, join the global family of euphoric Yamaha users by visiting marincenter.co.zw. Yamaha shows you the way.
Okay, so guys, very well done today. Guys, please, you really need to sit up properly and listen. Okay, and if you think our success today is good enough, you need to be thinking again. Okay, so we did well. We scraped through. I'm still not quite sure how we ended up just in front, but we are. And that's day 1 gone. Okay, we certainly outdid the guys we were fishing against head to head, which is an achievement in itself. So as a team, very good effort. Okay, and everyone was involved, including the reserve. Yeah, so well done. Okay, what I need from you now, guys, is you need to listen, because 99% of you are not listening. Okay, so you need to stop slouching, pretending that it's okay, and pay attention. Okay, and I've asked the skippers to come and join us because they were witnesses on the boat. So there's no ducking and diving out of this. There are certain things that the majority of you were doing wrong. Okay, and that's why the day was so tough. Okay, I think maybe only 2 of you had a fairly easy day. But most of us were scratching. Agreed? Yeah, we only ended up getting our limits possibly 3 o'clock. Okay, and we need to understand why, and we need to know what we have to do differently tomorrow. Okay, and that comes from listening, because we can't go and do it for you. We're going to tell you, the skippers are going to emphasize it, and then it's up to you to go and actually do it on the water tomorrow. Okay, our team goal, okay, we're ahead by very narrow margin. Tomorrow is the day where you are able to really open a gap. Okay, you saw what can happen with the South Africans. You saw on their top boat. Okay, and we need to have a strategy that we all believe in that's going to allow us to all come in with a weight like that. Yes? Okay, and that comes from working together. Okay. Our communication, if I was to score it out of 10, you'd be lucky to get 3. Okay, it's not a joke, Oaks. It is your biggest tool in the team, and you're not even using it. I cannot tell. How many of you got missed calls from me today? Okay, you're not even carrying your phone. Okay, some of you hadn't even looked at your phone. By what time did I come to you? 8:45. He hadn't even looked at his phone once. Okay, guys, do that again. Okay, and the result's not going to go our way. And then what? You'll only have yourselves to blame. Okay, the phone tells you what is happening on the water. And you need to use that. Okay, it gives you confidence, it motivates you. When you're struggling, it tells you what to do. Okay, and you don't. All you have to do is just read it. Okay, so that's every individual not checking the phone. Then, guys, what we are posting, I don't even understand it, and I'm watching you. Okay, do you want me to go through examples? Cameron, you're nodding your head. Please explain this to me. This is the post. I'm reading it as it is. 2.1, 2.6, 880 grammer off the left-hand bank in butterfly, pitching the red weed. What does that mean?
Those are like the fish that we caught. I thought you caught.
Who caught them?
Myself. I had 2 of them and the partner as well.
Which 2?
2.1 and 800.
What are you pitching? What color is it? What weight is it? Yeah? Okay, you all fished with the Americans who possibly didn't have the right size weight on. You saw what the result was? Yeah?
Big time.
Okay, why do we want to put ourselves in a situation where we don't want to give the team the best opportunity for success? Colors. There were very few posts on colors. Dersh was posting one color. You guys, you were very general in your communication. If you want to be general, you're going to get a general result. Okay, and there are boats out there that struggled. Okay, how many of you posted a depth that you caught the fish in?
I said in deeper brainweed 8 to 10 foot.
1. Okay, I can tell you now, those of you that struggled, you've pitched the wrong depth. Okay, but now we're feeling sorry for ourselves and you're having to learn tonight where you could have learned in the first 2 hours of the day. Am I making sense? Are we seeing the importance of the phones, guys? Yeah? How many of you took pictures of the weed you pitched into? It's a lot easier to take a picture, isn't it, than to type red weed mixed with brain weed with 3 strands of oxygen weed. Just take a picture, send it. The same with the bait. If you're in a rush, send it. Tomorrow there is no excuse for poor communication. There's 2 of you on the boat. One of you must be in charge of communication and you do it properly, guys. Okay, you're going to have a much better day. You're going to catch more fish. You're going to have more fun. So I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want to do it. Well done today. You scraped through. It's a 3-day tournament. Make sure tomorrow we sort out the communication. Okay, and then 3rd day we're not having this conversation.
Don't get distracted, because what each guy's got to say here, there can be some key things that we need to pay attention to and put into practice, especially for tomorrow. Okay, so it's important you listen to what the guy's got to say. All right, boat 1, who was that?
Me and Jock.
Jock.
We started on with...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't get anything.
It was punching, but
Punching,
nothing.
nothing. Then we went over to this rocky bank.
Yeah, where we saw you there.
Yeah, we got 2 300-gram fish there on the mojo, big with a big stretch 80, so that wasn't worth it. Then
But were those keeper fish?
It was keeper, but 300, 310.
Okay, so you can put a mark there. You've got one fish there, two fish there. Okay, then?
We came across to here, didn't get anything. So fucked off and went over here, probably got 3 better keeper fish, all over 800.
Two blue markers there?
For better fish?
No, that's for Zim.
Zim, okay.
Was it opposite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where we saw it? Okay.
And
then where I got that bite in the beginning of it,
by the angel.
we got two fish straight off the.
What time of day was it?
12-ish.
Half one.
Yeah, so then that bay only came on.
It's a better. We definitely found it better afternoon, although the state also got them in the morning.
And then we found our 2 bears, the
On that
grass
side.
against this bank.
Okay, you got
6 to 8 foot.
Okay, put mark it.
What was it? Pink for better
Okay, pink for better fish. Okay.
How big were those fish?
1.3 and what was yours?
1.1 or something.
And were your hooks, was it staying on the bottom?
Yeah, so you pitch it in,
Yeah.
let it sink down, let it sit there, bob it up once, or when it's sitting there, pick it up.
Then
Okay,
we
just quickly colours on your baits.
I went with the, what was that called? Watermelon red and
420.
Yeah.
That Zoom 420.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I had a tilapia magic fighting frog, dipped the tails for that little bit of red.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Then we came out to the
Same punching was in the first 4 or 5 casts. Got
It's at the back there, right where those.
the very back.
Past the rock pile that comes across.
That's
it. That's.
Oh yeah. That doesn't actually have a rock pile back there.
That's the last bay.
This is the last
Oh,
bay.
is that the last?
That was here.
But the rock pile's there.
No, it's
Yeah.
over there.
It's
Cool.
cool.
Okay, that's very important, eh? And that was your day, so well done, Neil. You did well to put us onto the areas, especially to that bay, because that helped us a hell of a lot today. And what you found in the back there is also vital. Just a matter of interest, any other points of interest with the Zoom guys?
Yeah, we found them guys, where was it? Somewhere along this 3 boats here when we went in.
Well, there's a lot of things there. You went to like season boats and stuff.
Possibly. I think it was here.
There was one there, yeah, when we left.
Okay, no.
What else do we see?
And then somewhere here.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Going through the saddle and first pitch in the deepest brainweed that I could see, I went right through to the bottom and I got a 600 grammer. Then yeah, it was somewhere here. I don't know exactly. There was some isolated deep brainweed, thick brainweed patches, and I got a 600 gram in there, but I didn't need it. Then from there we went out.
Just hang on. There's a word that he used several times. It was between him and Declan, who had the most bites pitching. Okay. So, what is the key word that he kept saying?
Deep.
Deep. The deepest, the deep, the deep, the deep, the deep.
These islands are closed. You can go in the back here. I think there's a pampas there. So we got some fish there. Yeah, they're in the back. Then somewhere along this bank, there's some trees that start. So it's there. I caught a 1.8 there punching. There you go around here. So I caught one there. And I caught a 2 kilo.
Right, who was 5th? Right, go Declan.
So my partner, well, he found the same fish as us here. So we started like up here, over there. He started with like a buzzbait thingy.
What's a buzzbait thingy?
Like a buzzbait with a frog on the back.
A buzz toad.
That one.
Like
yeah.
a nice spinner frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't catch anything on the side of it.
Okay.
So he was up shallow throwing it, so I was just like pitching outwards.
Yeah.
And that's when I was pitching with the 1 1/4 with the, is
it baby blue?
Yeah.
Baby blue bandito bug. It's like a green pumpkin with blue in it.
Yeah.
Like
you got last night.
Yeah. And I was just like pitching out to. I was like looking for a mix between brainweed and oxygen weed, or that was like where I got most of my bites. The mixes. Yeah, and I got four fish between like there and like this point over here. I got like a 900 there. There was like a big clump of brainweed, and there was oxygen weed that like came through it like this big, just like a hole in the middle. Put it in there, got that. After that, all of them were on the bottom.
Okay, Jörg, you listening? Because Jörg's missed fish, and I'm almost guaranteed you weren't doing that. All right, Dickie, well done. We need to understand what the difference between today and practice day was. What was the obvious difference?
Sun.
Sun. So the fish moved out to the deeper weed. Okay, and that's what some of us missed. Okay, carry on.
There were two of them. They were two close to each other. Went there and I filled up bag there probably half an hour. All punching. And there were some got 2 fish over a kilo there, and the rest were all like 600 grams.
Market there, please put a couple in there.
Oh yes. From there you sent that pin location on the group.
Yeah.
That's when John came with me.
Just put that orange there for that big fish in the big piece.
Yeah, it's this
No,
one.
that's the orange. That's
Red. And we started punching there, and he lost a fish 100% over 3.
That's like,
Okay.
I just passed the
That
point,
was
just
more
like-
to the left point.
Okay.
On the point more to the left.
Yeah, okay.
Is this on that rock, Slade?
Sorry?
On that rocky ridge, or just those
That's
shallow
before-
rocks we saw?
This is a little anthill and just grass on the deep end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the
That's a
deeper
completely
grass.
different bay. The rocks are in that furthest left.
That's the rocks. Oh yeah, there.
If anyone is confused as to the South Africans' sticker system, it's actually quite simple. Blue dots are where Zimbabwean boats were spotted fishing. Being the home team, it was certain they would know where the fish were. Bright orange dots were big fish caught punching. Light orange were big fish caught with other lures or big fish seen. White stickers were small keepers caught. A simple yet effective system.
And there's grass mats there. I got a 1.5 there.
But like
punching.
in the deep.
Deep.
Okay.
That was
But it's
the-
not deep, it's like 8 foot.
Yeah, okay. Punching there, and then I think there were 1 or 2 other bars there, but
Yeah, that's it. And I got 2 small ones there.
then from there we went back there. Got another keeper on that same bank that I got the other keepers on. Okay. So that I think we can get back there tomorrow. Then from there we went back.
Thomas, are you paying attention for
Yeah.
that bay there?
Yeah.
In case you need to tomorrow if you're battling.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we went back there, and I got the big one.
And then we went down.
And what did you get that big one on? What was your better baits today, color-wise?
Black and blue.
For me, I don't think color made a difference. I just the bait for me.
Okay.
I don't have any left.
That's really cool.
Couple other packet of those.
Yeah. It's that what's been.
Well, those crush cities.
Yeah. But then we went down after that, and then I lost a big one back here, like on the left,
Oh, yeah.
also punching, and then coming back up again, another one.
You got the wrong color.
Flana,
1.5.
1.5.
2 big ones.
Thomas, 6.
Yeah.
There's 6 fish already over 2 kilos.
And the Zoma,
More,
44
yeah.
kilo, they're also apparently.
Yeah.
Cameron Ray wasn't there the whole time as well. He was in and out.
Yeah. At a point,
Did
there
you
was
see
like
any?
6 boats
Did you
around.
see any Zimbos in
They
there?
fished from the
Arno
island.
was in, yeah.
There were 2 that went past the island.
Oh, wait.
No, they cut us off here. They went in that side.
Yeah.
They fished up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then late afternoon there were 2 in the back here.
Yeah. Wait, so Barno was in here. Where's that thing?
Oh yes.
Bono.
In there.
So they were in here, they were punching, which is say
No. Blue.
Okay, yeah. And we also fished there, and then we just skipped across. And I think I put 4 small ones down here. That's when I said just come and fill up there.
Okay.
Yeah, deepest one. So this whole line was the last edge of the brainweed, but there was a small isolated one, but it wasn't thick or anything. It was like a couple of strands.
It was like fluffy. It's not the line. Fish the line. The smaller fish were in the line, but like the better ones, even 600 grams, 700 grams, were on that isolated one. But it's not thick at all.
Guys, are you following what he's saying? Did you all see what he's out there? Yeah?
Actually, it was like 2-3 strands. It wasn't even a dome. It wasn't laid over.
We going in.
Yeah, but it was growing like this. It wasn't flat. It wasn't a dome. It's growing.
It's fresh weed.
Yeah, like fluffy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, along this line.
What weight and weight?
Weight was 1 ounce, fighting, no, that tube bro. It was June bug, like.
Bama bug.
Yeah, Bama bug. And Olia is where I had a couple of the 1 kgs doing that.
Super, Dush, very well done.
And he got his 3,5 right there, pitching brainweed. Yeah, it was on a steep bank. There was redweed, and then right as the redweed dropped off, there was a little piece of brainweed on the bottom, and he pitched in there.
Before after there.
So could we say it was the deepest brainweed there?
Yes.
Getting the picture, guys? Right, going back, key factors. Deep. What else?
Smell not stretching.
Smell not, yes. Like I said last night, confidence is key. So don't change it if you're confident, but if it's not working, don't carry on doing it.
Roger, I noticed with the EWG, when I was striking on a fish, I didn't load up and hit it hard. I would just pull it solid back so that there was enough force to get hooked through, not enough to rip it out.
If you get a big fish, it's gonna pop off.
I think that's why Kian, to be fair, was so successful today. He wasn't slacklining. Yeah.
And you feel them. Exactly, you don't go down. As soon as you go down, that fish will drop it.
As soon as I got the bite, like I was even told by the cameraman to try to give him a warning. As soon as I felt a single, I'd struck.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't even check if
I
it's still
did
there.
that.
Just feel it.
Okay. Right. So let's think common sense as to what's happening. It's a very heavy weight. The fish picks it up, it's in its mouth. Okay? You've got a little bit of tension on the line, so you are holding some of that weight on your rod. Agreed? Yeah, it's tight. When you go loose, what do you think happens with what's in his mouth? You feel something go, like, that's not normal. So he's letting it go. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Key factors, guys, you going back there. Deep. What else?
Isolation.
Isolated.
Was it on the? It was more like when the wind wasn't. It was
No one spoke about wind.
Yeah. If you're throwing like a noisy frog and there's not much wind, you have to relift really slowly.
Okay.
Thinner brainweed.
Thinner, sparse.
Heavier weight.
Heavier weight. You're missing a very important key factor.
time of day.
Areas. More in areas?
Point.
No, guys, it's the same patches that are producing the fish. Yeah. So Matthew was telling you he had how many bites in one patch. He's the only guy I saw spotlock on a patch of weed. Well, you were in stationary. Okay. You saw how many fish Dershan caught in the same patch, followed by Bryce, followed by Neil. Yes, all in the same zone, guys. Okay, so this is going to be crucial tomorrow. Okay, so guys, this what we're talking about is crucial. Okay, so when I fished the classic here, I had 2 spots for 2 days, and just went one to the other for 2 days. Okay, for whatever reason, the fish are very concentrated in that pocket. Okay, so we must have learnt the lesson today. You went through, you got 2 bites, and then you bombed off somewhere. did you get any more fish? Then you're like, oh, okay, let's go back. Back. Oh, bites. Then you run off somewhere again. Why run off? Stay there. Guys, there's so much to fish. The weed goes from 0 foot to 12 foot, 15 foot even. So if you are in a zone where there's fish, you need to fish from 15 foot all the way in. Okay, and then if you find at that particular time you're getting the bite out deep, then you're going to stay deep. Okay, until you stop getting bit deep. Then what are we doing? You're going in middle depth, shallow. Okay, because that's what the fish are doing. They're living out on the deep edge. Okay, we spoke about this at practice. They're living out on the deep edge. They're coming up shallow to feed. Okay, and then they eat, they go back out there. So you need to be presenting your bait in front of the fish. Neil. Yeah? Okay, so we're zigzagging to start with to work out the depth zone. They're shallow. Then you fish shallow for a bit until you stop getting bites. Turn around, come back, go in a different depth zone. Okay, but we got to stop this bombing around the whole lake. Okay, because it produced very little other than just wasting time.
There we went all the way down to, where is it?
Okay, to like this bay, yeah.
Yeah, we went into this bay. And then Dave got a 1.5 kilo in there, and that was the only bite we had.
Yeah, that was the only fish, only bite.
So it was about, let's say, about there.
Okay, yeah.
Dave, yeah, that was the only bites we had in there.
That was also not in the brain grass. It was in that tea leaf. Like in the open. Okay. I was busy chatting to him. I was pissing in there.
Yeah,
we were talking about something. Talking to Duncan and depth and colour. Depth was still like 8 foot. 8 foot. And I was tracking a SA special fighting pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then from there, Uncle Shandon then called us. They said we must come to the back of this bay, start back from the point here. Then we started. You'll see there's graders and stuff doing work here.
Yes.
So we started directly in front of them, and then we were punching this whole edge, and then there's a mat of grass, but it's such a specific mat. It's probably about there. It's about there, Dave. So it's probably about there, and I caught a 2 kilo out of there, and then I caught a bunch of keepers. I must have got about 4 or 5 fish out of that one specific mat.
So put some white dots around it.
And then, then there. Yeah. So then we worked this whole bank slow. Then we went down to about here. Then Dave picked up
just past the rocks.
Yeah. Dave picked up about a 1 kilo there, also punching. And then we basically went up and down that bank. Then we had boat issues, had to come back. And then where did we go from there? We went back there.
Yeah, we went back there first.
Yeah, we went back
we
there.
got more keepers. We got our bag, and then just past there.
Then Dave lost a very good fish, probably about here, and then I also got snapped off by also another big fish, probably about there. So there's a lot of fish in that area. It's just extremely difficult to figure out which mats, because if you get one fish out of one mat, there's going to be more.
It was kind of like, I kind of saw because it was like a rock point.
Yeah.
It was either side of a rock point, and you came shallow onto it, it was too shallow. So it was all time 6 to 10 foot of grass. They were kind of sitting on like where it makes a weed edge. It's kind of a thick like line almost. We punch in the middle, not on the edges. In the middle of the grass.
We wouldn't get a fish close to the edge. If you punch the thickest, most middle part of the mat, and you always got to bite, and then those fish are very aggressive. Like as it goes through the mat, they already ate it.
Some of them though were like chilling on the bottom. But some were kind of halfway up. I was sitting there. That switched on at like 11:30.
Yeah.
I really switched on.
And then we tried along this bank, but we didn't get anything. We saw some fish on live, but they weren't really interested in doing anything.
Small, like rats.
And then we went to this point over here, and we're fishing around there. We got a bunch of small fish. I don't even think they were keepers.
You got one nice one.
Yeah, and then I got about a 600 grammer in there.
That was
also in that red weed.
That tea leaf.
That tea leaf red weed. So That's where we got our fish. We spend literally most of our day in that bay just going up and down that bank because the weeds we found, they just reloaded the whole time.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's basically what we did today.
Okay, thanks, Wanda, guys. And make your best colours.
It's that Crush City slate story. They're like, it's almost like an amber lamb between a green pumpkin and like a deep green.
Do you have?
Do
you have?
I had 3 and I used them all today.
Does anyone have?
Yeah, please, if anyone has oats.
What brand is it?
No,
why
Crush City.
It's
Jacob Wheeler's line of
Okay, we'll work out the baits for the oats later. Thanks, guys. Okay, well done, man. So you're all happy. Good luck for tomorrow. And I know you'll do your best and I know you're going to pull it through. So, lekker guys, let's get going.
Well, folks, things are certainly getting serious. Don't forget to stay tuned because there is a long, long road ahead. And who's going to win? Seems like it's anybody's guess right now. Folks, if you'd like to fish in Zimbabwe, get hold of the email address on the screen right now. The Zimbabwe Bass Fishing Federation is in charge of everything bass fishing in Zimbabwe. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of the awesome action that's coming up. See you next week right here.